Hey guys, I just wanted to put out a quick video today just as a resource for parents and families during this time who are maybe wondering, man, what can I do to make Easter big in my house? First of all, let me say that there's all kinds of online resources out there, and we would encourage you searching that out yourself. Some of these that I'm going to say may not really fit your family, and that's cool. But I would definitely encourage you doing some research, checking out some videos, some online resources for what you can do to help your family go big for Easter this year. Um, I just want to list three ideas that are all doable between now and Easter. And the first one is probably more if you have older teenagers at home, and that would be to look at Good Friday and to celebrate Good Friday, maybe share a meal together, and to read scripture about what happened leading up to the arrest and the trial and all of these moments that we look at that took place leading up to Friday. And his time with the disciples in the upper room, and actually read the scripture as a family. Have everybody get out their Bibles, maybe share that. Have somebody read a little bit and then pass it on, or maybe parents read it and have the family listen. But actually read from scripture and take the time. It's a lot of scripture, and so and then possibly share in some sort of communion together as a family. Typically, we recognize this as something that we do as a church, but it could be very meaningful for you as the leaders of your family to say, you know what, since we can't gather as the church right now, we're going to do this in our home, and we're going to do this in remembrance, and we're going to read about this and celebrate that on Good Friday. That's one option. And then for you who are doing that, you wait until Sunday to read the rest of the story. And that waiting time, you can have some conversations maybe about how the disciples felt during that waiting time and the other things that went on during that waiting time. So there's one option for you. An option that we typically recommend for younger kids, maybe you've got younger kids at home, is the resurrection eggs. Now, this is something you can purchase, and obviously there's not a lot of time left to do that, but you can type into Google resurrection eggs and you can get the sheet of the little ideas and elements, and whether you draw that out or print that out, you can read the scripture and discuss the items and what they all mean. And so definitely check out resurrection eggs. The last thing would be to look at all of the elements of Easter and go throughout your house and go get what you have. And so when we talk about the cup and them having a meal together, have a meal together when you read that time. When we talk about Jesus being nailed to a cross, go get a hammer and go get a nails and talk about these things and have these actual things, whether that's sitting out on your dining table, somewhere in the house. If you're going to read about the crown of thorns, go out, find some thorns. There's plenty of places around town that you can go get some thorns. Just do what you can to make that come alive, something you can actually touch, actually feel, and talk about. And so that's another thing I would encourage you. Those are three simple ways to make Easter a big deal in your home this year.